What's going to be witnessed here on the ground after the count reaches 0?
You see the engines ignite, the rocket lifts off very quickly. After about 2 minutes, the rocket's pretty much out of sight. It goes really quick. This is Mobile Service Tower Level 2. This is an 8-foot diameter tank. The Delta II carries 10,000 gallons of RP1 fuel. So this is what a 10,000 gallon fuel tank looks like. We're standing now on level C of the mobile service tower at the forward end of the solid rocket motors. They're 40-inch diameter and each solid motor is 42.5 feet long. These solid motors each put out 100,000 pounds of thrust. Underneath, under the red blanket, is a Rocketdyne RS-27A main engine, and that puts out about 250,000 pounds of thrust. So in this configuration, at liftoff, 850,000 pounds of thrust. These motors will be jettisoned after about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes of flight, and they'll end up in the bottom of the ocean.
We're here outside the Mission Director Center, and we're joined by Jerry Nagy, the NPP Launch Operations Manager from Goddard Space Flight Center. And Jerry, what happens here on the day of launch?
Okay, well, this is really the hub of communication where the various management organizations from United Launch Alliance, NASA Kennedy Space Flight Center, NASA Goddard Space Flight Center, and Ball Aerospace will take inputs from all the people that are supporting the launch and give the okay to actually launch the rocket.
How far are we from the tower right now?
We're approximately 12 miles from the launch pad.
This is where the entire launch management team at the night of launch assembles. Each one of these rows have what we call back rooms. So you have people in other parts of the facility and in Vandenberg who are doing the engineering aspect of what they're doing. So this all feeds together, we integrate, and as we get closer to launch, each one of these groups has a person who says go.
So how do the people in this room prepare for launch day?
We actually have an event called a mission dress rehearsal. So we're all here, we have the countdown script, and then there's a team that has developed simulated anomalies for us. And each one of those groups need to try to work through those and get them back to a go criteria and then continue on.
Is fully operational again.
So the final go is given in this room?
Yes, the final go is given in this room.
How do you think it's going to feel for you emotionally when you actually see that reaching into orbit?
The safest place for a satellite is in orbit. The emotions of making sure it's finally in its home, it finally gets to do its job, it's hard to describe. What makes the aerospace industry so exciting is that one day a person can have a concept to meet our nation's needs, which leads to many dedicated people working for quite a few years throughout the entire development, until one day a satellite like NPP is ready